Hello and welcome to the Skibodacious podcast.
We're your hosts, Matthew,
Chris,
Dill,
and special guest,
Casey.
Casey to the show.
Yeah, Casey. Yeah, we needed people from Dill School because we realized that we've only been tell us about yourself, Casey.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm a junior in high school.
Don't say anything about your relocation.
Yeah, aren't you a senior now, pal?
Oh, true. I guess I'm a senior in high
Oh,
school
yeah.
now. I've known Chris since like 6th grade. I've known Matthew since 2nd grade, and I've known Dill since 9th grade.
Epic.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Dill's a graduate now.
Oh, yeah.
Dill's graduated.
We're heading out.
What college? I mean, we've had a whole episode about this, but what college? What college you going to, man?
UC San Diego for
UC?
electrical engineering.
UC San Diego, wonderful. You gonna yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You gonna get any scholarships?
scholarships. I don't think so, but the state gave me a shit ton of money.
Why?
much?
Just cause?
Because I'm broke. I'm an immigrant.
Right. Oh, how much money?
San Diego costs $46,000 normally. Now it costs like $12,000 to $13,000.
Damn, holy shit! They just gave you. They gave you.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So we're in the
Can I be an
red.
immigrant? Oh wait, am I?
Are you an immigrant?
My mom
You're
was.
first generation. Well,
No,
so your
mom-
dad was
my
born
mom-
here.
Yeah, my dad was born here. But
Well,
my
if you're
mom
second generation, you don't get any help. It's raps.
All right. Episode. What is this? 14, 13?
Something like
This
that.
is 15, I think, because there was 11 in the first season, and then the last time it was the third episode of season 2. Now it's
Four.
so it's
15.
15.
Episode 15. Very
Yeah,
nice.
and our 15th soda.
I think Dill gets 3 to 4 more episodes, and then he's out of here.
Yeah.
Or however we do this. I want to do this weekly, but he's gone for 2 weeks.
I'm going to Korea.
He's going to Korea for a band trip. So either we get 2 special guests. Oh, we can get Matt and a special guest.
Ooh.
We'll figure that out. But
Matt's also going to Korea.
anyway, so the soda is cherry Coke. Dill handpicked this one. We had lime Coke the episode before. We got that in A tier. So yeah, that's it. Cheers, and then we crack it at the same. All right, cheers. 42 grams of sugar, by the way.
Yeah, 42. That's more than the other one.
Okay.
Wonderful.
I mean, I haven't been here for the rest of it, so I think you guys should chime in.
Well, you're the cherry Coke specialist. You know, you said you talked a lot
what
about.
does our guest have to say?
Personally, I really like.
Mike is
cherry
not getting
Coke.
you at all.
Okay.
Right there.
Personally, I really like cherry Coke. My favorite soda is Dr. Pepper, and it's not too far off. So yeah, it's one of my favorites.
When I'm putting my tongue on this, pause. It reminds me of Pepsi a little bit, like the acidity of the cherry flavoring. I feel like I don't know what they're putting in this grenadine or whatever, but
It seems a little sweet.
it's really sweet.
Yeah.
42 grams of sugar. Wow. It's good. It's Coke. It's Coke with grenadine in it. That's basically it. I mean, it's not really much different than like any other flavor. I feel like Coke Lime's the most different because it actually tastes like it's
good.
refreshing. This is more like my blood sugar's low. I need it to spike up as fast as possible type of drink. I don't know. I mean,
it tastes like Coke with like cherry flavoring. I mean, I'd say it has everything like regular Coke does except cherry. If you like cherry, it's like an A+.
I don't know if this raises it or not. Then a Coke.
I think it.
I feel like it lowers it because a Coke is just Coke. It's good. I feel like this ruins. This doesn't make Coke better. It's just Coke with cherry.
Will we consider lowering Coke down a tier?
What did we rate it last time?
A.
I think
it should stay A.
It's like center A, right? I would put this depending on how much you like.
I think this
cherry.
is B. I would put this as a B tier.
The cherry Coke from Chick-fil-A though, that's good.
We're rating this, not the cherry
Yeah,
Coke from
we-
Chick-fil-A.
I would say this is B.
Did you guys rate Pepsi yet?
Yes,
Yes.
we rated it B. I
I
think.
think B or
Yeah,
C.
it's B.
That's fair enough. I don't know, cherry Coke, it is kind of like Pepsi, but then every time I drink a Pepsi, my teeth feel like stained.
Yeah.
And I don't get this feeling.
Wait, that's a problem. The bad thing
this.
about you have a point. The bad thing about Pepsi is it has a shitty aftertaste. The aftertaste on this is good.
Yeah.
It just depends on how much you like cherry. I mean, for me, cherry's my favorite fruit. So this is like ECA.
Yeah.
If you guys let's go down the line. Matthew,
B.
A.
B.
A.
So we reached an impasse,
Let's just chalk it and say it's like A minus.
or we can chalk it and say it's B
I
plus.
would say A minus.
A minus. It's like
A minus.
That's 3 votes.
It's
for
a
A minus.
but it's a really good B, but not a really
If you-
bad A.
If you put
This is
Coke
way
in A,
yeah.
then surely you put this in A minus.
Yeah, I was about to say, if
Yeah.
we're comparing, this is way closer to classic Coke than it is to classic Pepsi, and based on that, it's A minus.
I would not say that it's better than Coke. I wouldn't say it's horribly worse. It's like Coke's Echo Fighter. It's
It's
just
yeah,
different.
basically, it's like right next to yeah.
6 out of 10. Hold on. Wait. 6 out of 10 on your joke. Hold on. I want to burp. Oh, whatever. Just
I thought you were locking in on the taste. Like you really need to nail down if it's an A. It says A or A minus or B plus.
No. I think we'll put it A minus. That's our tier. I really think this is B. 42 grams of sugar is diabolical.
Yeah,
But yeah.
if we were considering amount of sugar, I would be on the B train. But taste alone,
I do want to say this. I feel like when you finish a cherry, like you know when you finish a sugary cereal, you don't feel good afterwards. I feel like when you finish this, you wouldn't feel good afterwards. I will
Yeah.
test that theory out by finishing this drink. But I feel like when I finished the lime, I felt good. You know, it was a refreshing drink. You know, it was Coke, but a little lime after that. I feel like I'm gonna feel. I think it's the syrup. I think the syrup really makes it a heavy drink. You know, but whatever. A minus. I also, this could change. The more we drink this, it could change. Remember Diet Pepsi?
it
We put that on B at the beginning of the video, and then the more we tasted, the more butt it was, and we put it in like D or F.
It was
yeah.
really bad.
I
Yeah.
was say it got better.
No,
No.
it got so much worse.
It's probably just because the carbonation went away.
No, it was the taste. It was
Dude,
fucking
it
taste.
literally there was so much acid buildup. It was
It was so
absurd.
it was so
Yeah.
bad. We dumped it in the thing, and we said we shouldn't do that to the grass.
Yeah.
That's how bad. That's how
it
bad
was
it was.
such.
That was, wait, Matt, wasn't that in your backyard?
It was in my backyard.
there you
That was a terrible drink. The tea, on the other hand,
Oh, the tea was
That was
Tea was
tea.
banger. Where did we put the tea?
uh,
We should have ranked
I don't
it.
know if we rated it. I would rate it in like.
I think we
S.
did rate it
I'd say S.
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 Casey,
Sure.
have you had my tea?
No.
Oh,
You gotta make him tea, man.
you have to try that.
You gotta try the tea.
Spill the tea, sis.
This is so butt. All right.
Let's move on to our topics.
Yeah.
So
While I pull them up, you guys chat.
5 minutes before we started the video, we realized we had no topics, and that's when I realized that we don't plan the podcast at all. But yeah, either we talk about the great. Actually, no, you were at the library. Why are you at the library? What are you doing there,
Library?
dude?
Okay, so there's a library located like 3 minutes from here, and there was a book I wanted, and it wasn't at my local library. It was at Matthew's.
But why do you?
So I decided to just.
I think
swing
Dill's
by
the only
library.
person I know that actually goes to the library, and it's insane.
Library.
All right, guys. Our first topic.
We were literally talking
According
about
to
something.
Google AI.
We were literally talking about something.
No.
The library. We were talking about the library.
Let's talk about libraries, guys.
Libraries.
So, libraries.
Matthew just destroyed the topic in like 2 sentences. Okay, anyway. Yeah, no, you're the only. What, do you just read books? That's it?
I mean, I don't read a whole lot, but I like just going to the library and just seeing what's there. Because, like, depending on the library, they sometimes have cool shit. Like, there's one in our area that has a bunch of 3D printers you can mess around with. And then
Is the
also,
film it free?
I'm not sure, actually. I haven't used that. I just know it's there. And then I had, what's it called? I used to volunteer there, and then I'd get, like, 3D printed shit. Like, people, or someone else would 3D print some shit for me. And then, because I was a volunteer, I didn't have to pay anything. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of go because it's another place I go. Like, because I go for walks, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes instead of just walking around in the circle in the block, I'll just walk to a library, see if I
Library.
like a book, and then I walk back.
As someone who hasn't read a book for fun since 2nd grade, I think the idea of going to the library is actually insane.
I think libraries are pretty awesome.
I bet they're cool. I just haven't. I don't read books.
You gotta hop on audiobooks. Audiobooks are goated.
You should read, Chris.
I could be doing something else than reading an audiobook.
Literally just put it on when you're in the car. Like, you'll learn so much shit you didn't even know existed.
No,
I'm too understimulated for that.
Wait, that's what I do for podcasts, bro.
Huh? That's crazy.
Huh.
Wait, huh?
I think I've been on a podcast before.
Yeah.
I guess I'm on a podcast now.
Wait, so you
That's
listen to
crazy.
podcasts while you drive around and stuff?
I haven't, not while I drive around a lot, but well, if it's a long drive, yeah. But most of the time I just listen to it while like in the background of doing something, like while doing math work or like playing games, something like that.
I've been meaning to talk to you guys about this. Remember that whole talk we had about how like I'm actually cooked in terms
Yeah.
of like my brain rot? I'm cooked
Yeah.
in terms of my brain rot. I have like 4 hours of Instagram reels a day. I can't like okay. There's this history final, right? Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Mr.
On
Yowie,
Tuesday.
whatever. Shout out, Mr. Yowie.
Shout out, Mr. Yowie.
And I literally made a study guide on my docs, right? I made a study guide of a test, and I needed to get it down on paper because they let you bring the paper on the test, right?
Okay.
So I'm trying to do that, and I'm like, I can't. My brain can't just look at it and write it down. So I tried putting on music. It didn't help. It made it worse. Like I was so. Here's the issue. I can't like. I don't know how. If I put on music, I'm too distracted. But if I don't put on music, then I'm completely understimulated and I can't focus on the thing. So I was stuck. So it took me, I think, 2 to 3 hours to write down like one piece of paper of stuff.
Try white noise, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried white noise. I tried that like 462 hertz.
Have you tried
ADHD.
classical?
Huh?
Classical?
I tried dude. I tried putting on moist critical and it didn't work. It's just bad, man. I don't know if it's just me being understimulated. I don't know if I have a mental issue or not. That was
Yeah.
actually cooked. That was actually
Wait, that reminds me. I think I sent Chris the thing on Instagram, but
I saw
was,
that it was AI generated.
Was it actually
Yeah,
AI
it just
generated?
AI generated.
Damn, that's terrible.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
yeah. He was gonna talk about something. Yeah,
Chris,
no.
how would you feel about like deleting Instagram?
Absolutely
for the summer?
not. I would.
Like Chris,
Delete TikTok, delete Instagram.
I would slash kill myself IRL.
Chris, you got to delete Instagram and just start going to the library and reading your.
Absolutely not.
Okay, hold up, Chris.
I like how we're doing 2 brain rot talks.
I double dog dare you to read a book this summer.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You're gonna go out on the double dog dare?
He's gonna pick up the hungry caterpillar, bro. and he's
I was
gonna
about to
finish
say.
gonna pick
No,
up-
it has to be. It has to
We
be
have
one-
to make it like minimum like 100 pages.
Yeah, a minimum of 100. You could knock
Okay.
out 100
I'll
page
pick up
book.
the hatchet then.
Honestly, yeah.
That's just a good
Sure.
I love the chat.
I have a 100-page
Hatchet.
book
It's
downstairs.
also like a
right
fifth
now.
grade book, but
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't
I
know.
love that.
I
Hatchet.
literary
remember back in
compass.
Miss Hale's class in 4th grade, I FW'd the hatchet so much.
Gary Paulson's the goat. He writes such good
Was that
books.
no cursing?
Was it what?
No cursing. On the-
No, I
Don't
just-
say the F word. Did
Oh,
you
yeah,
say
yeah.
the F word?
I said FW.
That's fun. Wait, like FW?
Like FW.
Like,
Like,
quote,
literally
literally FW.
He said
Yeah.
FW.
I don't think we've said the F word once in the first 13 minutes, and I think that's a huge upgrade from last time. Because Matt, I think, racked up 50
Oh,
Damn.
oh,
How long
our-
did that
our-
take to cut out?
an hour.
Damn.
Damn.
Our director
you cut
listened
them
to
all.
that episode.
Huh?
You cut them all out, like
I
personally.
bleep them. I personally, here's what I do. I go into the podcast, like the thing in Premiere Pro. I transcribe the entire like 2 hour long MP3,
and then
go to the
Control
times.
FF.
Yeah, Control F the the Fs, and then yeah. Here, I'll show you guys right now. Now, to us, we said the thing, but to them, it was just complete bleeps. You know,
Yeah.
to go back and fix it.
Congrats, man.
Oh, by the way, this video will totally not be out until like a week. I
Okay.
take way too long to make this crap, dude.
Well, you got the matte one out pretty quickly.
I got the
Yeah,
Matt one
that
out
was quick. Was that only a couple days?
one day.
that was
one
like
day,
a PR.
goddamn.
One day.
Well, have you guys talked about the Nintendo Switch 2 yet?
I think we
have.
already did.
I think we have.
But no, but it's actually come out now.
Yeah,
it's
it
actually
is.
it,
come out,
it
and
came
some of the
out when
games have
Matt
come out
was.
too.
It didn't come out when Matt was.
Yeah, I've heard from some people it's mid. I've heard from some people it's goated.
I think. I think some people think it's just the Switch again. It's really not. Like in terms of specs and whatnot, it's really different.
I'd like to hear our guests' thoughts on this.
Well, okay, so I watched a few videos on it, and I saw some pretty cool things. The Joy-Con can turn into a mouse. First of all, that's kind of sick.
It's cool, but I feel. Oh no, Splatoon's gonna be insane. Actually,
Yeah, so that can happen, and then also isn't like the hertz or something? The refresh rate is like way better.
120.
right
From
Yeah,
30.
exactly. And then also like the new game, the main one I've heard is about Mario Kart World. Is it World?
World Tour.
World Tour. No.
just
World Tour
World.
is a different game. Yeah.
Oh,
World.
Because
oh.
World Tour is like a whole different.
Is that the
set of
mobile one?
games.
Mario Kart Tour is a mobile game. Mario Kart World.
And then
Oh.
there's maps from it that come. Whatever. But I don't know. Have you guys seen the premise of it yet?
Nope.
It's open world.
No,
Mario Kart.
yeah. So it's kind of like open world. So it's like a pick your own adventure kind of, where like you go to a map and then you go to a second map and you can pick the courses and then you literally drive to the next map.
That's
like you
kinda
drive like
cool.
on a highway to the next map.
Oh.
And that determines your place for the next.
Yeah. And there's a few new game modes too. Like one of the cool ones is first they have 24 players instead of 12 as a cap. And there's one game mode where each like lap or something, it cuts off the last 4 placements, so you have to be in the top however
Knockout
many
tour,
it's
yeah.
in.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Fortnite, but it's
Shut up.
But also the video that the video that I saw that talked about it brought up an interesting point, in that like all the kids playing it, if they get knocked out, you just have to sit there for like 20 minutes and watch your other like friends play until the map ends, because you don't get to do anything else. Like you literally just have to sit there if you're bad.
That's rough.
Yeah.
What about the other game, Donkey Kong Bonanza?
I haven't
it's
seen
not
any
come
of
out
it.
yet.
Oh, it hasn't.
Yeah.
What games are out on Switch 2 already?
Elden Ring.
Really?
Yeah. FromSoft has an exclusive on Switch 2, which is crazy work. FromSoft doing it only on Switch 2 is a crazy move, I think. Like
Metroid
actually,
Prime 4.
Huh?
I think Metroid Prime 4 is out.
I don't think so. I haven't seen clips from it.
Do you guys know?
Oh, it's not. I lied.
Okay. Wait, do you guys know if like the games that are on Switch 2 can also be on Switch 1? I don't know how that
No.
works.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Most Switch 2 launch can only be on Switch 2. Obviously, Fortnite, okay.
Yeah.
But like, I think no new games for Switch have come out. I think the only new Switch game that would come out would be Tomodachi Life. That'd be on Switch 2 one. Tomodachi Life and the other one, Rhythm Heaven. Are you familiar with that?
Nope.
Rhythm Heaven? Yeah?
I watched some speed.
I love Rhythm Heaven.
Speaking of Mario Kart, we had like an insane.
Huh? Oh, yeah. No, I saw that video. I did see that video.
We had an insane Mario Kart tournament in my math class, like, because this was after the AP test. So for the entire like last 3 weeks of the year, we had nothing to do. So it was feral. Like, we were optimizing combos. We had the guy who won. He mapped out like all the courses, memorized the optimal routes or something.
Holy shite.
It was Lucas. Like,
Lucas Wang.
yeah, Lucas Wang.
I don't. Should I say?
No.
Lucas Wang.
Okay, so
Lucas Wang.
there's probably a
I'm not
couple,
cutting
though.
this out. Lucas Wang. You're going to be Wang pronounced. You're going to be on this podcast. So it doesn't matter. Lucas Wang. Casey Geckler. Casey Geckler.
God damn.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
All right. Anyways,
Do they know our last names, Chris?
You're testing me here.
Come on.
I did say his name because I remember saying Dilsha Beknamazov, and I do remember saying Matthew Tamori.
Yeah.
dill pickle.
Chris Ristov.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, also I love the stands. Actually,
They're kind of tough.
what do you think of the stands?
IFW stands.
Yeah,
wait,
I think the stands are pretty cool.
Let's try the stands out. Wait,
Yeah, go.
wait. I can't hear it. All right, we're gonna do that.
So the audio for the last 2 minutes is gonna be terrible because it's gonna be only bleeping. It should be bleep bleep bleep.
Oh no, I'm not bleeping it.
You're not.
It's literally
He's
just gonna be
not.
Chris just
Oh,
like
okay.
It's
shouting
not
over
bleeped.
everybody.
I'm not bleeping it.
Okay.
I mean, there's probably a lot of Lucas Wangs.
Remember Lucas Wang. Also,
Yeah.
remember that one episode where I doxed literally a lot of people at once.
Yeah, it was in my backyard.
It was in your backyard.
You
Yeah,
guys should do an episode where you all get in the pool and do it. I don't know if that's possible.
we talked about that last episode, I think.
yeah.
That might be a little risky for the.
Yeah, the problem is the water would splash and get on the mics.
Yeah.
Dude, the mic stands are so much better. Holding this sucks.
Wait, yeah. I don't have to do
I-
anything. I can literally just talk.
Yeah.
Wait,
this is
that's
a lot
crazy.
better.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay,
How
I
would
gotta
you guys
cough
feel
some
about
more.
doing an episode like in a park, in public?
If we're doing a part,
That's
there's, like-
risky.
there's so much wind and shit.
It's summer. There's not much wind right now.
How are you guys gonna connect stuff though?
Well, because this is like
This
is
whole podcast
online.
runs on one power outlet, and that's just assuming the laptop's battery doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh. I see.
Hey, Maury, we could. There's a park out.
There is a park by my house.
Exclusively said his last name. Nothing else.
Hold on. I totally heard the iPhone like stop recording. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Dude, whose phone is going off?
Is that yours, Casey?
That's definitely not mine.
No, it's still going.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, that's not mine either. I don't know.
That's mine.
His
Ah.
phone just buzzed.
This one.
Oh, Chris has diabetes.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
amazing.
For the viewers at home, I just burped.
For the viewers at home, he has diabetes.
Keep talking. I'm almost finished.
I mean, I don't have the list of what's it called topics.
We're still
Yeah,
talking about the park.
In the park.
The park. Wait, what are we docs? I heard someone dox someone.
What?
I think the last person to dox someone was you. And you
You,
just
yeah.
shouted, yeah, you shouted Dylan Fender.
Yeah. Shout out Dylan
okay.
Fender. Oh, new Deltarune. Yeah, I'll talk about this one all day. New Deltarune chapters came out. Lovely video game. You play Deltarune? You're a
I've
bum.
never played
You play Deltarune?
Just the first two.
Absolute bum. You play Deltarune?
Nope.
I don't like any of you guys. Actually, you kind of.
Yeah.
Because I made you play those first two.
Well, yeah, you told me to play them, and then I played it 12 months later.
You should play 3 and 4. It'll change your life.
The problem is, I'm not trying to drop $25 on Deltarune. I don't like it that much.
I thought it was free.
First 2 are free.
First two are
Oh.
free, 3 and 4, $25.
Check this out. Wait.
You have to fold it.
You gotta crush it.
For the viewers at home,
Why is my mom?
Do you need to go take that?
Probably not.
are you there? For the viewers at home, his mom's Casey Geckler's mom's texting him. Mom Geckler. Mom.
That's her
Mom
name.
Glitter. All right, Great Gatsby. What's up, guys?
Okay.
Are we just not gonna talk about Deltarune apart from the fact that none of us have played except for you?
I love Deltarune. When 3 and 4 came out, I skipped periods 5th and 6th to go play Deltarune.
God damn, dude.
So that I think it was an 8-hour adventure.
Damn.
I did not stand up. I didn't go pee. I didn't drink water.
I did through both chapters at once.
I ran through both chapters at once.
Disgusting.
8 hours of
Wait,
gameplay.
honestly, I'd get on you, but I've definitely had longer than 8 hours of gameplay. I got it single time.
No, I was like, I can't. I need to finish both of these in one day because spoilers. It's all spoilers.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Some people skip work for that shit.
Have you seen the Great Gatsby?
Gatsby. I understand two things. One, Leonardo DiCaprio plays Great Gatsby. Two, there's a
Maguire.
green lamp across the water, and he's always trying to throw parties to attract the girl.
Okay, guys.
Across.
Let's talk about color symbolism in the Great Gatsby.
All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Yeah,
for
thanks for
watching.
tuning in this week. We'll see you next time
All
on
right, see you guys
Skibodacious
tomorrow.
Podcast.
No, okay, yeah. Color.
We've been your host.
I love colors.
I'd actually rather not talk about color symbolism in the Great Gatsby.
No, now you dug
Okay.
yourself the hole.
Well, let's talk about it. What Dill was mentioning, the green light on the opposite side of the bay, that represents Daisy
Sure.
Faye's house because the light comes from Daisy Faye. And at the end of chapter 1, I believe, we see Gatsby on his lawn reaching out towards that green light from across the bay. And our protagonist, Nick, I forgot where I was going.
Funny.
He sees Gatsby, and what that light represents. at the
There's a
beginning,
bathroom here. I'm gonna
before
go
we
pee
know about
mid
Daisy.
podcast, guys. For the viewers at home, Matthew's bathroom is quite literally like 10 feet away, so I can just go pee and I can hear the podcast while I'm peeing. This is so cool. I'll be
Okay.
back.
Take the setup so your microphone can come with
Oh
you.
yeah, true.
Okay. Anyways, continuing on. So what this light could mean, it could mean the chase for money, the American dream, or it can just be Daisy Faye. We don't really know. It's one of those. But the American dream is a key
Wait,
theme.
Matthew, isn't the green just for purity? Because like Gatsby's all about materialism and extravagant parties, but he secretly longs for Daisy, represented by green, like grass, which is the purity he longs for, but he can no longer achieve.
I can hear the peeing.
I can also hear the piece.
Yeah, let's talk louder so we don't hear it.
I don't really think so. Other than that, I wasn't really paying attention for the color symbolism. I was spacing out.
Wait, so why are we talking about the Great Gatsby?
Anyways, next topic. We have Google AI.
Go back to peeing.
Okay, our next topic. True crime,
Those are all terrible.
personal finance,
Oh God.
comedy,
Uh-huh.
history. Okay. DIY tutorials.
I don't.
What is all this, dude? Wait, you know what I realized?
Hmm.
When we need topics, we never draft this shit out. When we don't need topics, we always have like 20 topics lined
Yeah.
up.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm stealing this from my friend. Would you rather's?
I think he's
All right.
stuck in the bathroom. Okay.
No, he's smart. Did you wash your hands?
I didn't hear any hand washing.
I heard the loudest stream of water, but that also could have been him taking a piss.
Yeah, just round 2. Encore.
He had to reload.
It's like Jackson's pissing.
All right, so
context, our
green in the Great Gatsby, I think it symbolizes money
No,
and
we're-
power.
We're stealing a podcast topic idea. We're doing would you rather's now.
Are we? No, we're not going this low.
No, that's
No.
down. Like,
No,
I'm
that's
down
not
for that.
bad.
It's not bad.
That's from another
There can
local.
be some
Okay, the
That's a
thing is-
low. That is
no,
such a
Chris,
low.
It's
Chris.
really lazy. I'm kind of with
lazy,
Chris.
but it comes from another local podcast. We're supporting local businesses.
And I think there can
The-
be a lot of funny moments out of it. too.
Timori, that local podcast from the other school, right?
Yeah.
Right, the one that shit on us.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the
Why
name of this
the
podcast?
hell would we support that? We know who you are, Miss
Hi, guys.
Mrs.
Do you know either of their last names?
Why would you?
Wait. So who is this other
actually would
podcast? I have not.
I would
heard.
not want to dox them.
I won't dox them, but you know who they're not watching.
Can we drop the name of the podcast so I can know?
Whatever
Well,
that
we're
is.
endorsing. No, we're getting
I don't know.
them
We're not
attention now.
endorsing them.
We're not endorsing,
They shit.
but
We're
by-
a red
but
flag.
by
They
mention-
called us a red flag.
That's true.
Wait,
They said we were. They were like, "What are some red flags?" You know what? No, this is our podcast topic now. What are red flags for girls? Okay, starting with number 1, being podcast hosts. You know who you are, Matthew. Your turn. What's a red flag?
Can you come back to me?
Dale, what's a red flag for girls?
not splitting it 50-50.
Ooh. You know what? I like that. I quite like that.
Well,
But I
I
wouldn't
think-
say it's a red flag. I'd say it's more.
I think it depends on the context. If this is a date, it's whoever asks, I think should pay.
I would say yes, but I didn't do that.
Yeah, I was about to say everything I've ever had, like it's always like 50-50.
I
You've dated one person.
Well, yeah, exactly. But it's like 5 years of experience. So I mean, like,
I personally have asked people on dates and split 50-50.
I don't think it's bad, but I don't know. Casey, what are your thoughts?
Oh, I am staying so far away from this topic. I do not
it's
need
okay.
to be-
What's-
Casey,
okay, you-
Zero Huzz watches this,
You
so
mean-
no one will care what you say.
I have my mic is. I'm so loud. Okay.
Dude.
Wait, Casey, are we talking specifically date, like paying, or are we talking about red flags?
I don't know. Either in general. I mean, okay. I went on one date and I completely like messed up. I forgot to bring money.
Holy mic.
So yeah.
I'll Venmo you when I get home.
Yeah.
That,
Can
yeah.
I pay you in a Steam gift card later tonight?
Want to play lethal?
yeah.
What's it called? Here's my red flag. Hold on.
Dickhead.
I'm gonna be talking about this for a while. Okay. I think my one. I think not my one, but my red flag in, not red flag, but like just like a preference thing. Someone that isn't like sensitive as crap. You know. You know what I mean?
Liberals.
Like not. I don't.
Okay, wait. I don't know if that's necessarily a red flag.
It's not
though.
a red flag, but it's my red flag. Cause if I want, if I'm dating someone and they don't like my jokes, why the hell would I want to be around them?
Wait,
you know what I'm saying?
I thought you were talking about sensitivity.
How does that have anything to do with sensitivity?
Most of my jokes are,
Offensive.
I wouldn't say offensive. Yeah, they're kind of offensive. But I'm just saying, I don't know. Cause if I say a specific word, you know, that some people might not like to.
One that
hear.
Jane would say.
One that they don't know what that means.
No, but Quentin would get it.
Like if you're calling someone slow in a mean way.
Slow in a mean way, yes. If I'm calling someone slow in a mean way, and they're like, ooh, you really shouldn't say it, get out of here, dude. I don't know. I mean, like, if they're a really nice person, you know, I won't say it, whatever. But like, if I say something, I don't know. I just want someone with a good sense of humor, because like that, I don't know. Because I'm a joking guy, you know.
You're just a silly guy.
I'm a silly guy. I feel like that person should like the silliness, you know? I feel like if they don't like any of my jokes, there's really no point to be around them. At least in that like type of way, you know?
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, humor is very subjective.
Like, say Paige. This is for you, by the way. Say Paige. She likes some of my jokes, but then like the ones I really like, she really doesn't like. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I just don't like sensitive, like super sensitive people, and it's kind of like, you know, or people that are like, what's a red flag in a woman? Matthew, go.
I think we're
Dill
all
part
hooked on
two.
this
Dill
now.
part two.
Me part two.
Casey, do you have
See,
any?
I don't know a whole lot of red flags in women. I mean, I guess like if we're opening it up in general, like a red flag for me is if they're not willing to try new things. Because like if someone's like send their ways, I don't like that one bit.
Red flag for me is someone who's not like, this gonna sound so Redditor, but cultured. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm not sure I want to sit next to you anymore.
No.
When's the last time you took a shower?
No. Yesterday.
You literally just talked about how you sat down for 8 hours straight to play Delta.
No.
You're like, cultured.
You just have to listen. You have to listen.
Okay, I'll hear you out.
Like if I say like tongue sahur and they don't get it, like why the why would I be like, if I say like, I don't know, if I just say like, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it. Because if they get nothing of what I say, because half of my vocabulary is like, you know, like stupid crap. If they don't get what stupid crap I'm saying, I'm like,
Chris,
okay.
Chris, I think you just validated them saying we're a red fucking flag. That might have been. I know you're gonna censor this shit out. Remember, 33 minutes. But like saying someone's not cultured and then saying if they don't understand, tung, 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 so that might be the most retarded thing ever.
No, listen. I think that's just for me. That's just for me. Obviously, like, I want someone to understand, like that. You know, that one dude that's like, he manipulated you again. If they haven't seen that reel, I mean, what's the point? You know, what's the point? If they're not like a chronic reel scroller, there's just no point.
All of Chris's red flags are just his own red flags.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think. I also don't think Chris understands what a red flag. These aren't necessarily red flags. They're
Okay,
just
but red
preferences.
flags are obvious. Matthew, search up what a red flag in like women are. Search up Reddit woman red flag. I know searching up that.
I don't want to do that.
Maybe like cheats on you. How about that? Like,
whoa,
yeah.
Whoa, that what a red
honestly
flag.
though, as long as she understands tung 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 sahur, I can take it.
It's all
Yeah,
good,
it's
guys.
great.
I'm not saying she has to specifically know what tongue sahur is, but I'm trying.
But she at least needs to know. Tra-le-lo, tra-la.
She needs to, I don't know. I want her to understand the stuff I'm saying. That is all.
and Chris is in the cuck chair talking about brain rot.
Babe, did you see the tralitos? They just came out.
I'm just. I think you guys are twisting my words.
No,
No.
Chris, you generally just sound like,
saying stupid
like a
stuff.
Redditor.
Whatever.
Go take a shower.
What's a red flag,
Chris. Chris.
Oh, actually, okay. This is a red flag for me. A girl that doesn't do any active sport or like hobby.
Do you still fence?
I do rock climbing and I fence occasionally.
Okay, yeah.
Casey, what do you do?
I play volleyball and
You slacklined once.
no.
So what about you? What active thing do you do? He goes to the gym.
I lift.
He lifts. I think. I like. Oh, actually, no. Here's a red flag. Absolute like nerdy woman. Like not like smart. Like they can be smart, whatever. But if they're like actually just studying 24/7, that's kind of bum. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Really?
I don't rate that.
Well, okay, Casey goes to...
Yeah,
Right
Casey
on
goes
the
to
whole.
nerd school, so it doesn't really. But I'm just saying, like, you get what I mean, though, right? Like, think of I don't know how to explain this without doxing the name of this person.
I think
Short
Chris just-
Indian woman.
I'm pretty sure you could have just said like any like Asian girl, and that's a stereotype. That's how they are.
Yeah. What do you think? No, because like I know I want them to be.
She does stuff other than studying.
I'm sure she does, but that's just how I don't know. I just think that they should be active, kind of, and have.
She's on the dive team.
I'm not I'm not saying specifically her. I'm just saying like
You specifically said her.
Yeah. Wait.
okay, you guys are attacking me.
Yeah, you're
we
being
are.
like worthy of attacking.
No, this is-
You're saying stupid shit.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just,
wait, Chris. Can we talk about your pivoting? First, you mentioned 8 hours of Delta,
Guys.
then cultured, then tung so cool, and then guys, my girl better be active. She better
No,
get out there.
just-
Like,
Guys,
what
I
are we
better be
doing?
like 5'3", 100 pounds.
No,
Like, shut the
Dude,
fuck
if
up.
my girl doesn't bench 4 plates, I don't want her, bro.
I'm just saying. That's just my whatever. You,
Yeah, guys,
I
what
don't
we're
want a
hearing,
nerdy girl that is-
maybe the other podcast was right. Maybe Chris is the red flag.
I'm gonna go sit down for a minute. You guys please.
All right.
Chris with his inferiority
Yeah.
complex. The girl can't be smarter
Yeah.
than me. What the hell?
Go hop on Instagram Reels.
I can't. It's recording.
Okay. If we're talking about stuff like that, though, I do think Chris was onto something. But like nerd, as
you
in
can't
like
use your
card
phone.
shop. What is Chris doing?
I'm sitting.
Okay. Chris is in his timeout corner.
Yeah,
for
he put
our
himself in
viewers at home,
timeout.
he put himself in timeout, and he's staring at me blankly. But okay, so nerds, as in like nerds, like I mean like card shop, not showering. Like I think that's just a red flag for anybody. Like, if anybody
true.
wants to,
Yeah, I'm taking
anybody
a
who
stand.
regularly visits a card shop is a red flag, regardless of anything else. A card shop.
What is that?
Like a trading card shop, like where people play like Dungeons and Dragons and like Magic the Gathering, shit like that.
red flag.
Yes.
Really?
If they're regular,
No, stay back. You get 5 minutes. 5 minutes of timeout. Come on.
I'm at least giving him this one. I'm taking this thing back.
Absolutely not. Okay.
Guys, who just spilled Jerry Coke on this table?
Oh, sick.
Casey's pants.
Oh shit.
Oh, well, that's fun.
For the viewers at home, Matthew spilled his drink.
Go into the bathroom and grab some toilet paper so I can rinse up.
We will be talking about this.
Okay.
The carpet.
Yeah, well, I kind of agree with Chris here. I don't know. That's more of a hobby thing.
Hobby?
That's
No,
true.
like okay, like if they're well groomed, whatever, right? But like in my experience, whenever I go in there, it's like, I don't know.
I mean, I'd prefer not. What the?
Go. All right.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to have like a disheveled troglodyte.
That's a hobby, though. That's a hobby.
No, I'm not saying all of them, but more likely than not, I don't trust.
So
their
if you
groomed.
see me buying Pokemon cards, you think I'm a nerd?
Okay, no, there's a difference between like buying Pokemon cards at like occasionally because you like collecting and regularly pulling up to like these like card shop conventions. and, like, always doing this.
Whoa. So wait, what? No.
No, because there's levels. There's levels to this,
Nah,
right?
nah, he's
like
right.
if you're a casual like enjoyer, you're chill, right? A lot of
That's
people.
just you're into something. That's your hobby.
Wait. I agree with Dill here.
Yeah.
I have 2 friends
Oh
that have started this thing where every day they're opening like packs of Pokemon cards, and it's literally just degenerate gambling.
Exactly.
It's
and they
literally just
literally
degenerate
they're
gambling.
okay. They're either sweaty bums who just play Magic the Gathering all day, right? Or they're like other kinds of sweaty bums who are waiting and camping out Pokemon card
scalpers.
shops.
Fucking
Scalpers are okay. It doesn't matter who you are. If you scalp, you're a red flag. It doesn't. I don't care what you are.
Respect that. Yeah.
Scalp.
Unless if you're
That's different though. Scalping and like pulling up to Pokemon card conventions is different.
Well, yeah. But
Okay,
Yeah.
so if your girl go to like anime convention, is that a red flag?
Chris, you.
It depends on.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
Okay, it depends on how often, right? If it's
Say
like
at one. Okay, say if there's a convention once a year at our specific area.
they know they, but what the answer to your question is if it's local and it's like occasional and they want to go, sure, like every once in a while, yeah. But if they're regularly,
So if
and
your
I mean,
girl do Pokemon battles with the cards, is that a red flag? Like
No.
if she goes to tournaments.
No.
Okay, tournament play is fine. I'm saying if you're just pulling up to card shops like 4 days a week with these sweaty ass bums, that's
sure,
where I draw the
sure.
line. That's where I
red
draw the
flag,
line.
Whatever, but I feel like just I don't know. That I don't know. This is a screwed up episode. This is a screwed up episode.
I feel bad for Chris. We're kind of dogging on Chris, but at the same time, he's saying something weird. He is saying something.
I'm not saying
It's worth dogging. I just feel bad because I feel like Chris is just having bad luck.
No, okay.
Bad luck. He's saying dumb stuff. He means this stuff.
Name every dumb stuff I said.
We would be here all day.
No, listen. The athletic thing. Do you agree with that? They should have some they shouldn't. I don't know. That's just what I think. I think as someone who's athletic all the time and does athletic stuff all the time, I feel like no, don't laugh at me. That's
6.4 feminist.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they should have stuff to do in their life, not sitting there doing just studying it. This sounds really Redditor. I understand that. Like a fedora, tip my fedora, but
Yeah. Wait, Chris. Okay, the thing you're saying,
I think the way I'm saying this stuff is
the
bad.
way you're saying is.
But the idea is there.
Yeah, but also you need to clarify. Are you saying they specifically need to have an athletic thing they do?
Yeah.
I just don't want them. I don't know.
Or are you just saying you want them to be a complete person with hobbies who doesn't spend all day playing
that.
video games?
Okay.
I think it's just
yeah.
the way I'm saying the words makes me makes me sound like an absolute.
I think it's all the Instagram reels. It reduced your ability to be well spoken.
Okay.
Goodbye, vocab.
Okay. My green flags. Okay. That sounds really bad. Is cultured somewhat. Understands what I say. Sense of humor. Yes.
When you say culture, are you just saying keeps up with pop culture?
Yes. That's it.
I think we have the wrong idea here. I think red flags are supposed to be deal breakers. Green flags are just things you like. Are those things all deal breakers to you?
The athletic part, no. Culture part, no.
So you're just
Okay,
saying
my
orange
beige flag,
flags.
sure, whatever.
The beige is neutral.
My orange
I would
flags.
say orange. I think
Okay.
orange is it.
Okay, but what's an okay? What's a red flag then? What's an absolute red flag?
A red flag
Like what I was saying earlier, if they don't keep tidy, if they don't take care of themselves, it's a red flag.
for me.
Sure.
A red flag is I try to be a very clean person. Smelly people, just in general. I don't like smelly people.
Scalpers are an actual red flag. I do not associate with any scalpers.
We could talk about this.
It depends, right? If they did it once, whatever. But if that's
What
regularly,
if it's how they make money though?
get out of here. Get a job. Actually find a job, dude.
What if it's a really good source of money though?
No. Wait, I saw a video.
Dude,
of a
add something to
scalper.
society, please.
I saw a video of this scalper sitting outside some game shop recording a guy that worked at the game shop inside at 4 a.m. and the guy working there was stealing all of the Pokemon cards.
That's funny.
It's look at this guy, he's stealing all the Pokemon cards at 4 a.m. damn well knowing that if he was in the store he'd be doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
No, okay. Here's what I'll say. If you're a quote unquote scalper, I think the red flag is if you're fighting people over it. If you're arguing, shouting it, if you're getting in 1 pack or 2 packs, whatever. But if you're actually cleaning,
Scalping is.
if you're cleaning the entire stock of it, that's just kind of weird.
Yeah, scalping is cleaning.
Yeah,
the
scalping is camping out and stealing stocks.
Well, I won't
Wait,
say
'cause
stealing.
Not stealing, but you know what? Literally a spawn camping that shit.
Yeah. Wait, because you gotta think of the other customers that are gonna be there. It's gonna be a small child who just wants to play with some
Exactly,
Pokemon.
yeah.
Bro, just let it, bro. Allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other day I was at a supermarket near here. They have a Pokemon vending machine, right? My friend wanted to just get some Pokemon cards for the hell of it, and he went and there's 3 other dudes there. It's damn, bro, how did she already get robbed? It was I think it was 7 a.m. in the morning. The store opens at 5 or 6. She already got scalped out for the day, and we're sitting there. What the and we're there early. I feel terrible for the little kid who just got home from elementary school at 5 p.m. trying to get some Pokemon cards today, bro. He does not have a chance.
That sucks.
I can't comment on this without getting shit on.
No,
So-
Chris.
It's okay.
Say something.
Just have
Get
to
shit on for
correct it.
content.
It's
Get
good.
shit on
It's
for
good.
content.
No, I don't have.
Get shit on for content.
I don't have anything to say.
Yeah.
We're
Do
good.
you guys want to move on to green flags?
Sure.
What's a
Guys, I think
I'm not talking.
Opportunities.
Actually, I think Chris should lead this conversation. Chris, what are some of your green flags?
Yeah, let's
Well,
start it
just
off.
what I said. Just don't be a bum. That's it. Don't be a bum. That's my green flag. Do something.
yeah.
Just have stuff to do in your
Casey, what about you? What are some of your green flags?
Shit.
life. Okay, if you're meeting a girl, you're on a date, like what's like, oh, okay, that's like cool. That's sick. You know, that's I like this about this person.
Probably like a common interest, right?
Sure,
Something,
common interest, yeah.
Maybe like not on their phone all the time.
Okay.
Right? Especially during the date.
Opposite
And
of
then
Chris.
Also, I low-key... Wait.
Listen. I didn't know what to do during the day, so I went on Reels. So you can't.
Wait, are
You would find a hobby.
Listen.
Get a hobby.
Wait, let's take a break.
Do
Wait, Chris,
long
are you being dead
tones.
ass? You went on Instagram Reels mid-date?
Wait, mid-date?
Guys, I didn't know what to. No, we both didn't know what to do, so I was like, okay, Reels, and then we scrolled.
No, that's why... Wait, the other thing is that...
Same date you called on, by the way.
Oh.
Same date, by
You
the
know
way.
what's funny? I think I called you as I was exiting a card shop.
No, you actually. I don't think we've ever talked about this. When you called me, that was like mid date. That was like she heard everything. Like I tried not putting it on speaker. She heard it through the.
What are you talking
That's
about?
amazing. Oh my god.
He called me. We have this bit going on, like over the years, and we
yeah.
just like blue ball each other, but we call each other during
Mid
date.
Yeah, so Chris has been doing this to me he did it to me I think 2 or 3 times years ago, right?
Oh, like
and
Cock block, but it's just mid date type thing.
yeah. So Chris did it to me like 2 or 3 times, right? And then I saw Chris in a weird location on Life 360. I assumed he was with someone. I'm like, hey, I have nothing better to do. Let me call this kid. So I call him up, and it's the most awkward conversation. And the entire time I'm trying to hold back my laughter.
He also said wear protection. You did say wear protection, and I was like,
Did she
wow.
hear that?
She heard that. She heard all of it.
Bro.
actually.
Bro, that's hilarious.
She thought it was really funny though, so it was good.
Oh, let's go.
I explained-
Basically a wingman.
I explained. Oh, you also did the same to me at a park.
A park.
Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
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 I'll get you. I'll get you.
You'll get
back.
me.
I think we do. Do we have an even score right now? I think we do.
I think it is evened up because you got me twice. I got you twice.
I got you 2 days in a row, actually.
2 days in a row. You don't go on dates that often though, or I don't think you did.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like I've never seen you go out to a weird location 2 days back to back. It's like whatever.
You saw it downtown and thought, wow, he's totally on a date. What if I was with my family or something? I swear I probably mentioned it to you.
You might have
though.
mentioned it.
I think I mentioned it to you because no way you saw me in like downtown and thought, oh, he's totally on a date. That's stupid.
No, because I think you mentioned it earlier that week, and then I just started looking for like something that's out of your like general location.
Frick you, dude. Bro
No,
went out of his way.
because what's it called? I know you fence, you climb, you go to school and home. Like if I saw a location out of this for an extended period of time, I could safely assume.
Whatever it was. But she didn't think it was funny. Also, by the way, we looked at Reels together.
Okay, but you just went on Reels.
Guys,
alone.
guys.
No. It was the intention though.
We're not talking about
You
this.
guys
We're
were
not talking
bored.
about this.
No,
I
I'm
think we
talking about
should.
this because Christian and I were giving you shit for this the other day. You get shit for it now. He was in the car. You were riding in the car. She was driving. You guys were in the car. There wasn't any conversation. So instead of thinking like of anything else, this man whips out his phone. and
Guys,
starts
it was
scrolling
a
Reels.
10-minute of us trying to figure it out. And I was like, okay, I'll go on Reels. And I went on Reels. We both watched Reels.
But did you intend for her to watch with you?
Sure.
No.
That doesn't sound like it.
Guys,
That does not sound like it.
Listen, we figured out what to do after and it went fine. Okay? That's all that matters. We don't need to talk about. So,
Wait,
Dill,
actually, wait. Let's think about this. If this girl is with Chris, she already expects the Reels, right? So
Oh.
really, Chris is just being himself. So I mean, it's not that bad,
I
right, guys?
guess.
It goes from like being a red to like a beige.
that's just me.
Yeah,
is just me.
that's just.
And she knew me.
That's just.
so-
I mean, like we know Chris's exterior, right? She could have.
walking red flag. So
okay.
everything is just neutral, you know.
I don't.
God.
That's basically what you're saying.
No, but I think okay. I think it's not totally out of the blue, and she probably understands. Like Chris just enjoys Instagram Reels. Like I don't think it's the worst thing.
Okay, yeah. That
I like to say I'm a very
time.
chalant person. Everyone knows my right out of the box. So it's not like a, like a, oh, wow, I didn't know about this person. Like, everyone knows me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that was fine. Also, she was a chronic real scroller too, I think. So it
Okay, yeah. So it's not that bad.
doesn't matter.
Dill, what are your green flags?
My green flags, they have
Not card trading, apparently.
they have to what's it called?
We have 10
They
minutes,
have
by
to
the
be like creative or artistic because I'm bad at those things, and so if I need to make something like that, they need to carry my ass.
Okay.
And then in reverse, I offer them, math, anything with my hands, like making shit. I mean like I mean like handiwork, okay?
Dill, this is a public podcast.
I mean handiwork.
Digital
okay?
footprint. Goodbye,
Oh my
San Diego.
God.
I'm just saying, like
50,
what's it called?
52.
I'm a decent card cheat. I can flip knives. I can make shit. Like I'm decent at doing things that involve like manual labor, right?
Ooh,
but
what
anything
does-
creative, like I'm
You
at the
worded that
park.
so bad.
Huh?
That was
worded
worse
that
than
really
any of my
bad.
shits.
My bad. I did not mean that.
Bill's
Okay.
really
so
good with
being
his
like
hands.
being artsy, like
Yeah,
red brain and stuff.
Yeah, artsy.
Anything else off your top of your head?
That's my one for now.
When he said that, by the way, remember that one, that one dude's like, I provide like, what was it? Do you remember this one dude? No movies.
Yeah, Andrew Tate, I think.
Andrew,
No. He's like,
No
I
movies.
No
movies.
It was like,
stand by me.
I'm in the trenches.
No. Stand by me. I provide this. That's literally you. That's literally you.
Stand by me. Enjoy my spoils.
Enjoy the fruits of my labor. That
Or
was it.
be gone
That
at
was
once.
Dylan.
Exactly.
Dylan was like, enjoy. Casey's just out of it.
I think I'm lost.
Have you not seen that reel?
No.
No movies.
I
I'm
know.
locked in. I'm in the trenches. I'm getting rich. Stand by me and enjoy the fruits of my labor. That's literally Dylan right now.
The funniest shit.
Oh my god.
What do you do if your arm gets chopped off? Rub honey and raw meat on it. It'll grow back. That's
Oh,
what that
God.
dude says. God.
Okay, Casey, you have any more?
Any more what?
Green flags?
You are not talking in the mic.
No, not really.
Now, is volleyball not a green flag for you?
Sure, of course it is, but I don't like anything like that is. I don't like any sportsy things is a green flag.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
That's
but
a red
again,
flag?
that's common.
But I
interest.
say that and I'm a idiot.
Because you said
You
no,
said
'cause
not having it's a red flag, not
Yeah.
that having it's a green
Okay.
flag. Those
Yeah.
are two
Maybe
different things.
okay. Orange, whatever. I worded things bad this episode.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think for me personally, kind of extends with the common interest thing. Like someone who's into athletics, like I do swim, I climb, I run, stuff like that, and then also music. You know, that's something I'm really into. So I think like musician would be cool.
Fair.
Yeah.
I think also the person's kind of gotta like, I don't know, they can't like expect too much from me, I guess.
Yeah.
Frankly, like for volleyball specifically as well, I'm like just really bad.
Nah, you're goated.
No,
The goat.
like, actually, I'm like very, very bad.
You know you're the goat.
So I can't like, yeah.
He's our humble king. He's our humble
Okay.
king.
I would like to reword some stuff that I said from 30 minutes ago.
All right.
All that stuff I said were not red flags. All that stuff were green flags. If they're cultured, that's a green flag. If they're sporty, that's a green flag. Okay? Not a red flag. Okay? Just putting it out there. If they like tongue sahur, that's a green flag. Wonderful. Not a red flag.
You know what kind of energy you're
Wait,
giving
so-
off? Like, hey, you're giving off like an apology video, dude.
Yeah.
Where's the dog and the tears and the guitar?
I just
Toxic
Wait, Chris, let me get this straight. What you're telling me is that your green flag is people with common interests.
yes.
Whoa,
Guys,
That's
who's
crazy.
never-
I think
Who would've said
I
that?
think this is the worst wording I've ever done in the history of Chris.
Guys, if she does not know what tongue sahur is,
I am breaking up with
get
you.
her out. Be gone.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay. We've learned a lot this hell, guys. Yeah.
What time is it?
It's about
18.
6:18.
We got 6 minutes.
Honestly, I'm able to like go longer because no one else is home, so I
I
don't have to.
can't.
What time do you have to be gone?
I have to leave the house at this house. I have to leave, like drive away at 6:30. It is 6:18.
Okay, so yeah, we
And
should
tear
probably.
down takes a while. So
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Okay,
Diamonds, all
I
right.
see.
But yeah, I worded stuff bad.
movie.
Sure. No one's gonna watch this episode anyway, so I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
We only have 100.
There are people who listen to the whole Matt episode.
I heard.
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
Samuel George, fuck, that dude. Listened to the whole thing. I'm glad this isn't a really popular podcast because a lot of these people would be dead right now.
Yeah.
Dead? I don't want to. Maybe
Yeah, I
I
hope
cares that much, bro.
A lot of
don't
people
know.
hate Skibodacious.
Maybe it'd be
man.
best if we never make it big.
No.
Who are our ops? Who is Skibodacious ops? Bro? Is that really their name?
Yep.
That might be dumber than Skibodacious. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Skibodacious is like one of the best idea of names we've had. Listen.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid to where people are like, what the hell? I need to see this.
Exactly.
We cooked.
Yeah.
We cooked.
It's attention grabbing.
Looking back, we absolutely
Yeah.
cooked with the name Skibodacious. It's so unique and stupid to where if you search up Skibodacious,
We're the
our
only
shit
ones.
pops up.
Have
Yeah.
we told the origin of it before? We definitely have.
We have.
The first
we chose
episode.
3 words and had ChatGPT mash them together.
We did not have ChatGPT mash them together. We just did it our own.
Wasn't it?
No,
No, we used the website.
We used some kind of generator.
Dill's word got knocked out.
Yeah.
no,
yeah,
it was Skibbity, Bodacious, and Decent. Skibodacious. So yeah,
No, it was definitely some kind of I don't know if it was GBT, but it was something like
it
that.
was something like, yeah. Maybe I could find that. Could you imagine? What a name! Mm-hmm. Also, the redesign. Holy hell! Our first logo was straight butt. Remember that?
It was pretty bad.
with like the 3 sectors of our own.
Oh
thing.
yeah.
It was butt.
That's so dumb.
So
Casey, you all right?
Casey, lots of
Special guest Casey, guys.
special guest Casey.
Yeah, Casey. Any closing words for our audience? at home?
Actually, yeah. You've never been on a podcast, so what's the experience like?
Are we going for the whole hour?
Low key, it feels like a Socratic seminar. I'm trying to find out times to like jump in and say a piece. That's about it.
You raise your hand, say the dumbest shit, just so you get the point.
I feel like for me, also I feel like we really, just looking back, I feel like we really,
My amount of times I gotta speak.
I feel like we really got comfortable.
we got way better.
I feel like looking at. Get down! I feel like watching the first episode, we were not like we had no idea what we were doing.
Exactly.
Now we have no idea what we're doing, but we're doing it confidently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also,
that's-
I feel like we're a little better at filling in spaces now.
Yeah, no, we're really good at
definitely.
talking. You guys kind of sucked when I went to the bathroom. I didn't hear
Dude,
a lot of
what are we
talking.
supposed to do? All I hear is a piss stream.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like, I feel like I've gotten really good. I'm also just good at talking. I feel like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I feel like
Yeah.
I am pretty good at talking. So I can just like say whatever and it's gonna work. Maybe I'm not gonna say it as well as I hoped it would, and it would come
At
out.
least you have things to talk about,
Quantity
though.
Quantity over quality.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
our motto for this summer. We're pumping this shit out daily.
We're not
weekly.
No,
Bi-weekly.
3 episodes.
3 episodes.
3 episodes a week.
3 episodes in our contract for the summer.
We can do way better than that.
I think we can do way more.
We can do like 4 maybe.
that's so much better.
I think five is like 5 is easily achievable. Probably more.
we can run. We gotta say bye to Dill.
Yeah,
This is Dill. This is like part 1 of Dill's final
yeah.
then-
episode. One still leaves us a season, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
We go till episode 20.
we go till episode 20.
20.
20 is a good 20 is a good spot to be like, okay, that's wraps.
Yeah.
Also, it's been a year and a half since this podcast started.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
We've
We
come
grew
a
up
long
so
way.
fast.
We've come a long way. Casey, have you watched any single episode of this podcast?
No, I have not actually.
Can we
Will
make
you be
like
watching this
required
one?
homework?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you have to watch at least
We're
one.
If you think about it, I've already watched this episode.
live stream
That's
to you.
true. That's true.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
true.
Should we
This is-
live stream episode? No,
this is
No,
the-
we did
Dude,
that
the
once.
only
before.
live streams we did were buzzings.
the buzzings were funny.
The buzzings were fun.
Oh, by the way, I am
Casey, you want
growing
to get a
this
buzz on the
out.
podcast?
I'm growing
Oh,
this
yeah, you
out,
told me, you
so
told me.
I might run a man bun.
Man bun.
Look at me and tell me this isn't man bunnable.
Oh, you remember Anand's brother's hair?
Yeah.
That looked really good.
It did
You
look
should go
good.
for that.
Actually, wait. Do you have like the thingies? Can we try that out?
Try what?
The clips?
Like me, like hair
Man
ties.
bun, like hair ties.
Isn't it clips?
I don't know if I have any anymore.
Do you have clips?
Let me go check my sister's room.
Don't check now. We're about to end the episode.
Yeah,
Literally
check
20
some other
seconds
time.
left.
But yeah, I think pretty good. Casey said 3 sentences, so I think that's a dub.
Oh,
Casey,
yeah.
you got to say one more thing.
Yeah, what's your message to the world?
Yeah.
Drive safe. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Okay, Casey, how about this? If you were to commit a crime, what would it be? Like the crime you really want to commit.
A crime I'd want to commit.
Yeah, and be known for, ideally.
Steal all of the potato chips from a grocery store.
And not just everywhere.
What do you mean?
Bro,
Yeah, run a
Bro, it's-
monopoly
bro,
on
it's not
the
Mr. Beast, he's Mr. Least, bro. Bro said like the least, like No, okay. If you're gonna do that, why don't you just steal all the potato chips ever?
Why not just steal the moon at that point?
Ever.
I don't
Like
think that's
all of
possible
them.
though.
Just like stash
No,
them
but
in
then
like
I could
a.
be like a local legend. I'd be like the potato chip thief, and then I could like give them out to random people, and then I could be like,
The Robin Hood of potato chips.
yeah. Have you guys seen the Dr Pepper guy that goes around and like
Oh, gives
hands
people
Dr.
yeah,
Pepper?
yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be like that.
No, on
but
stream.
for-
It was a
it's-
stream. It was a
it's
stream.
on
Dr. Pepper
stream.
guy.
There's a guy doing that. I'll do that, but just to random people and just potato chips.
Wonderful. Just
Yeah.
straight up
Okay.
wonderful. All right. Well, that's an episode.
Okay.
Episode 15 or 14, one of them.
15.
Thank you all for tuning into the Skibodacious podcast. We've been your hosts, Matthew,
Chris.
Dill.
and special guest.
KC.
Thanks for watching. We'll
Have
see
a great
you.
night or
Yeah,
day.
we'll
Yeah.
see you. Oh,
Have a
wait.
great
Yeah, no,
drive.
we're not going to have an episode for a while. Probably. I don't know when I'll. Whatever. Well, this shit.
Yeah.
Bye.